I'll just sit here. I saw the coolest thing that you can get for Naquiz for Christmas if you want.
What?
It's a Le Creuset, but it's Harry Potter.
What?
So it's like a Dutch oven, and it has it's the brand that she likes, and it has like Harry Potter designs.
Sweet.
I'll find it for you.
Well, there's like Le Creuset on Amazon right now, 60% off.
Yeah. Before I forget, because I will forget. And there's one that's in the blue that she likes too.
What's up, guys? Sorry. Waiting on Nicole to get back. Hope you guys are having a lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. We've been playing guitar.
Yeah?
She's been playing too, yeah. I'm getting pretty good. She's actually getting pretty good too.
Oh, I might get her this one, the Pie Bird. That's only $25. I can afford that. I can't afford the Dutch oven, but I can afford that.
Where did we end up at? Erica. All right. Welcome. Oh, shit. Blue Curacao. Boom. Got it.
Nope. Wrong.
Smurf blood.
Wrong.
Smurf blood.
Smurf blood.
I actually think we're going to enjoy this one.
Is it a blue raspberry?
Nope.
I kind of want to throw that in my monster.
It kind of
Nope.
looks, it reminds me of blue Jello, which I love blue Jello.
Can we just go ahead and get on with the surprise shot so
Who's
we can try this one?
Yeah, who's it for?
This one's for Megan.
Megan!
Megan.
Surprise shots, surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise. I still can't believe I just thought of that off the cuff. Actually, I can, but like, it's pretty catchy.
It was good for a first
thought.
No, that was since episode 2. You didn't do it on episode 1.
No, we didn't have a surprise shot during episode 1.
I think because episode 1, we recorded for like 8 fucking hours because we know what the fuck we're doing. Well, we still don't really know what we're doing, but here, let me see mine.
Oh, this smells good. It smells like an icy.
Cheers.
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 Ching, ching,
Ching.
ching, ching. Oh, come on, if you're going to ching.
Oh, I like that. I could drink that. Like straight. What is that?
Oh, yeah.
You want to guess?
I don't know.
Popsicle something.
Berry lemonade. Smirnoff.
I like that. That's
Smirnoff.
vodka.
Yeah.
You know what?
That was delicious.
I thought about getting myself a Margaritaville thing so I can make
we
frozen
should just
drinks.
see if John's dad still has
Did I ever tell you that
it.
story?
Yes.
Yes. It's epic, actually.
Yes, but that would be great. Like we could make like an icy, like
my
with
God.
the frozen ice with
You
that.
should ask my mom about that. She'll be
Should
like,
I ask your dad? Do you guys have a margarita
No, my
maker?
dad won't, like, probably not. He'll deny it or pretend not to remember.
But if they still have it, I'll pay them
no,
for
they
it.
don't have it.
Oh. Well, I'm going to get something similar.
You should look and see if they have it on like Facebook Marketplace or something.
Yeah.
Well, just buy one at Walmart. That's where they sell them, right?
I'll look on Amazon. I think they're not too expensive, but they're like, first what I need to do is get a real blender because I don't have a blender and I want to start making smoothies.
I love the
we have an old blender.
No, we don't.
It cracked.
But I do like the bullet a lot more than the Ninja because you can just keep
Take
it in
the
the cup
cup.
as it goes and it blends really well.
Yeah, I'll have to get one.
All right, welcome to Talk Murder Me. This is a sort of a short episode. Definitely want to go to talkmurder.com. You got it. You got to see this.
I thought he was going to say definitely want to go to Taco Bell because I feel that and all.
You know what was funny? I was also craving that earlier today, but we've got food.
Yes.
I'm trying to help us by
Yes, I need
buying food
I need to
for us
be-
so we don't order out every single Sunday.
Yeah. This is our second Sunday in a row that we aren't.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Yeah, and it sucks. What the fuck? I'm hung.
No, I like it because I can come here and have like a good meal and like.
So we had the chicken pot pie last week.
Mhm.
This week we've got different. It's different than
Well,
lasagna.
I don't like this.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
screw you. You take care of dinner. Go ahead. Fend for yourself. Provide for
Don't
us.
look at me. Don't you smile at me and expect me. Don't you do that. This is not Russia. Do not smile at me.
All right. So, before we get started, I want to shout out some comments on the blog, talkmurder.com. That's where I blog. If you leave a YouTube comment or whatever, which I need to start putting out the YouTube snippets again. But if you leave that and everything else or whatever, I'm not going to see it. So if you want to talk to me, either talkmurder.com or what, Jen? So,
I didn't realize you had an OnlyFans account. Are you talking about my OnlyFans account? That does not exist, just to clarify.
Erica says on the Flannan Lighthouse. I love that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, I did. I think that the movie that we watched, though, I think that we
Yeah.
needed to watch the other one with Gerard Butler.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
probably more accurate
Yeah.
to the story.
It was
Yeah.
still good.
I know.
Just
It
bizarre.
was, it
Yeah.
was wackadoodle. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I feel like as he's getting older, he's making these weird artsy movies.
Who,
Defoe?
Robert Pattinson?
No,
Both.
no.
William Defoe.
William Defoe.
Robert Pattinson's the next Batman. I can't wait for that to come out.
Batman.
Also, while we're talking about movies, while I'm talking about movies, Thanksgiving, The House of Gucci comes out and Lady Gaga stars in it. And there's also Al Pacino, Jared Leto, what's his face, Adam Driver, and someone else that's really good. But it looks amazing. It looks so good. If you haven't seen the trailer
No.
for that, I'll show you later. It looks great. I can't
John
wait.
likes Lady Gaga.
I know. I love Lady Gaga.
Well, she's just a real musician, unlike the
I
musicians
but she
nowadays.
can
will
act,
have
too.
to say A Star Is Born was great.
She can act too.
It was great.
She is the total package. Like, she is the real deal. I don't care what anyone says. And if she ever hears this, I would eat my hat. I would literally microwave a hat and eat it because
You would
like
eat your hat.
I fucking love Lady Gaga. She is the tits.
Tits McGee.
And this is Ken Jollins.
Anywho,
But I gotta show you the trailer later. It looks so good. It comes out next week, next Thursday. So can't wait for that. I'm actually gonna go. I think I'm gonna go in theaters and watch it if I can find a movie theater.
do it.
All right, on talkmurder.com, our blog, Erica says, "Hey guys, totally agree with Jen 1,000%. This is about the lighthouse mystery,
Oh wow, someone agrees with me.
which was a really good one, I thought.
What did I say?
Well, I'm gonna keep reading it,
Oh
unless you want to read it.
no, you can read it. It's fine.
Hey guys, totally agree with Jen 1,000%. Fun size candy tastes gross.
Yes,
What?
yes, I
It's
remember
the same
that.
fucking shit.
No, it tastes
That's
different.
like the people are like, oh, the Twix are made in different factories. Remember that was a big thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a commercial. I almost feel guilty because it sounds like the argument that character macaroni and cheese tastes different than the regular noodles. But
Well, the shapes.
you
I
think
know,
the shapes do taste different?
not that they taste different, but they add a different flavor palette on your tongue. I think the way you absorb.
See, I
The
don't.
sauce.
I don't.
High.
No, I don't think they taste different. But the fun size candy does taste
Dude,
different.
it's the same shit.
No.
What the fuck?
No, because you get smaller. It like the proportions are not correct.
She didn't say anything about my fun size. Remember I said they should be called mean size.
Oh yeah.
Especially the Reese's. I have no idea why, but I refuse to eat them. Side note, I also think white chocolate is fake and so gross. You and I are not friends anymore, Eric. I love white chocolate.
Well, white
I didn't know
chocolate
you
is.
loved white chocolate. It's not chocolate.
It's made.
Oh.
It's made from chocolate fat.
Well, what's the cookie and cream bars?
yeah,
that's white chocolate.
well, that's what I like.
I
Well,
do love
yeah,
the
those are
cookies and
good. I
cream.
like those. But
That
I
is a
won't-
good candy
But
bar.
I don't usually eat white chocolate like alone.
In
Yeah.
regards to the story, does anyone know if this story is where the phrase, quote, the wreck of the Hesperus, end quote, comes from. Probably because the captain's ship was called the Hesperus.
I don't.
But
I've
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard that phrase.
And I feel like you just made that up, but that's cool. She says, my nana always says that if someone
Well,
looks
could be Nana too.
My Nana always says that if someone looks tired or sick, would be interested to know. That's really interesting, actually. I do not know. I mean, the ship, the Hesperus, was the ship that captain was driving, boating,
Commanding.
Commanding,
Thank you.
but it didn't crash, at least here. I didn't go into the history of if it crashed later down the road, but maybe it did. Maybe St. Flannan got aboard, crashed it. Holy shit. That's crazy. And she also says, John, and there's no H in my name, so obviously you're not talking about me. John, I am officially requesting the story of Christopher McNabb and Courtney Bell in Georgia. I know these people through family, and it is one of the most messed up stories I've ever heard. Well, apparently you haven't heard our Red Ripper story we just did.
Well, no, she hasn't
Stay
because
tuned.
I've already done it.
Yeah.
Did you get in touch with that lady?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
What lady?
The one that messaged Darren basically through the page.
No. Did you send that to me?
Yes.
Oh.
And you were like, "Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm
Did
definitely
you
going to reach
email
out."
it to me?
No,
It was via message.
It was
She
our group
takes care of
chat.
my phone.
Nope.
I don't do my phone.
no,
I don't
I'm
do cell
not-
phones.
No.
I don't do cell phones
Okay,
anymore.
then just don't do the story. It's fine.
When you took the vow...
I am not your secretary.
Hey, everyone.
My psychiatrist said...
Let's just get it straight. I'm not your secretary. I'm not your maid. I'm not your mom. I'm your wife. Don't get it twisted.
I thought those were all the same thing.
Clearly.
My psychiatrist told me I just need a mom figure.
I can see that very much in our marriage.
Was that you knew that? It was in the contract, fine print.
It's not in the contract of our marriage certificate. No.
Well, there needs to be a addendum.
John Perry's.
It's
John
called
Perry's
it's called the teat clause.
Washing machine cups.
The
What
teat.
was the name of that?
John Perry's washing machine.
No, John
Cup
Perry's
holders.
cup holders for washingmachines.com.
Oh my God.
Okay, now that you said that, Nicole, and made me feel bad, Marty says, I hope you have an enjoyable Veterans Day. Thank you so much for your service, Mr. Perry. And he said that on Veterans Day.
That's
Thanks,
great.
Marty.
Thanks, Marty.
Thanks, Marty, for being the only one that says that to me.
That's not true.
Out of the other people sitting here tonight.
I had a very stressful day on Thursday. Okay, I didn't even know that I was gonna be alive or not for a little bit.
All right, let me see. Missy says, I just found this podcast and I'm loving it. There's an interesting case about the West Memphis 3. Yeah, I'm not sure if y'all covered it yet. Is highly publicized. Yeah, I was going to do it. My mom brings it up every time. She's like, oh my God, this episode of True Crime Garage was so good. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck? Stop telling me about these other fucking podcasts.
You know what's interesting though is that even though there are other true crime podcasts out there, and even if like people cover the same cases, it's always different.
So different.
You know, the way that
I cover them correctly.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
You know what, John? I appreciate that you don't just look at the headlines.
Yes.
Well, I will say that a lot. I don't listen to podcasts at all, but I feel like a lot of these true crime, because they always like have the girls drinking wine or the guys drinking beer, and they always just pretend, dude. We actually get sloshed.
We are already buzzed.
We literally get so fucked up. I can't even get the episode.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
Cool.
to tell you. So Derek texted me the other day. He was driving
Aw.
and he was listening to the Absinthe episode when he was driving. And so I don't know how regularly he listens, but shout out to Derek. We miss you.
We miss you,
Oh
Derek.
shit! Look at this. DSDSD, I'm sure that's not a real name, DSD, says, Cries Unheard, the Mary Bell book, was a great book. I feel sympathy for Mary. Remember, that's the book I said.
She's getting the profits from it, so I don't.
Unlike the lynch mob who think a terribly abused child should pay for her crimes forever. Hey, I've never said that she should pay for her crimes. I just said, and I know you're not harping at me, but I just said that I didn't like the book because, the book is called Cries Unheard. Automatically is biased. Cries Unheard, obviously, meaning Mary Bell was crying out. That's what the book means. So just picking up the book. I'm not saying it wasn't a bad read. I just said I felt that I'm sure you read a lot of true crimes too, books, but I feel that the author, in my opinion, was easily persuaded by what Mary Bell said even years later. That's why I didn't personally like the book. Nicole hated it because both Mary Bell and the author were making profits off of it, which is kind of fucked up. But I'm glad you like the book, and a lot of people do. I'm the one guy that doesn't like the book. It's got really high reviews. She says people should leave her alone. That's a really thank you for chiming in there. Thank you for listening. Randy Stair, my father used to live in the same town and still does. My sister worked at the store for years before this happened. This is such a small town, and my father had some info at the time because it was a small town gossip. Oh shit, I can't read. My father had some info at the time because it is a small town. Gossip is largely how info is passed. That's true. Yeah, so some comments. I'll just finish them up. They're right here. Irish. So I think that's a real Irish person, not just one that wears Celtic shirts.
You know what, John? I refuse to do the DNA testing after the Golden State Killer, but I do want to know what percentage I am, but I also don't want to know because I will be very disappointed if it's not as much as I think I am.
Oh, if you are scared of the DNA testing, listen to Brienne's podcast. Literally half her episodes are about people getting caught with DNA these days. So if you're on Ancestry.com, all that shit.
Well, what about Ancestry.com if I don't do the DNA part? Is that the same?
No, it's just that you got to send the DNA.
Well, I'm not sending my DNA anywhere.
Yeah, but has your family already done that?
No, they haven't.
Good.
Well, none of my
sister
immediate
has.
family.
My DNA is splashed all over this room. Sex nights.
So this is not.
Hillary.
So this is
Hillary's
this is,
DNA.
Shut the fuck up!
She was a squirter.
Okay, we.
Why would you say that?
I'm just saying.
That's so
you've
gross.
got a half an hour until the food's ready.
And I was gonna make a joke about you about how the fact that this is not actually the Big Dipper, but it's actually your artwork. But then when you said that, it ruined that for me.
Her bed was here, so she's squirting this way.
Shut up. I have post.
You know what? We're about to replace the floors, and the walls have been repainted.
We're talking about our older roommate.
Okay, can you keep going?
I wonder what she's up to.
You know what? Can we just fast forward?
Yes, I'll cut all that.
Babe, the food will be ready.
Why are you directing that towards me?
You're gonna get angry when the food's ready and I have to get up.
Okay. Welcome to Talk Murder Me. Tonight's story is a crazy case requested by one of our good friends and a supporter. He's requested a ton of good cases, and I could devote an entire podcast to his requests. A lot of the requests, nobody does the requests. I still don't know the true identity of this guy, but he's obviously knows his true crime because of the cases he requests. And tonight he requested the Beast of Jersey. It's a smaller case, but you definitely want to see the photos. And that friend we're talking about is Malachi, a big supporter of the show. Ton of great requests. I've done a ton of stories from him. Snowtown Murders was one of them, the first one that came to mind. We just did one, Randy Stair.
Yep.
And a couple more before that.
The one before that was one of his too.
Which one? I can't remember.
We did 2 of Malachi's last week.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm on my road, or we're on the road to 300. We're trying to hit 300 before January 1st. So doing nothing but requests, send them in. I've got a ton, man, but I'm not going to do them all. I'm just going to do the best ones I can. In fact, I was doing one the other day, and then I was like, you know what? Nah, I can find a better one.
That was probably mine.
Some kin guy. I don't know.
Did we
Talking to the damn mic.
Did
it's
you
4 years later?
Did you hear back from the new winner?
Fuck no.
So we still have $300 worth of equipment out there.
Dude, these people are not fucking emailing me. And it's not like I'm emailing them off TalkerCast. I mean, I am, but then I reach out with my personal fucking email. They're still not emailing me back.
Maybe they forgot that they entered a contest. Can we have, did Bree announce the new winner?
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
We gotta move.
I'm just trying to help y'all out because you have all this stuff.
We will give it out whenever somebody claims it.
This will be my Christmas gift.
If this lady does not email me back, I emailed her. I'll email her again in a few days. If she doesn't, dude, I'll just give you the stuff. I'm sorry. Like, dude, I don't know why. I think they're putting fake email addresses for some reason. I don't fucking know. You saw us pick a winner.
I did.
Yeah.
We picked 2 winners.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for the good of the group.
No, you just want the shit.
No, because I don't even...
Keep going. The food's going to be ready, and you're going to be mad at me because I have to get up.
In it.
All right. So tonight's story is for our good friend Malachi. Like I said, this Talk Murder Me podcast. I'm sitting here with Jen and Nicole, and you can find all these photos on talkmurder.com. You definitely want to see it 100%. Let's get started. Very short case, not even a murder per se, but it's still extremely interesting. So let's get on with it. And there's Katie and Christopher on live chat. Thank you guys for joining us just in time. This is a little photo. Now, this is, you don't have to read this, but we'll read the headline there.
Girl was trussed up and raped, court is told.
What does trussed up mean?
Like dressed up?
Well, so I should say, tonight we're going to the Isle of Wight.
Oh.
Tell us about that, Nicole. Do you know where that's at, Jen?
Is it in the United Kingdom?
Sort of. Isle. Here, don't look, because it might bring that guy up right quick. You see his face. Oh, no, you can look. All right, so the Isle of Wight is...
I feel like that's a lyric in a Beatles song.
The Isle of Wight, look how small this is. Jesus, it's tiny. Holy titties. Jesus. I'm surprised it was... The Isle of Wight is an island off the south coast of England. It's known for its beaches and seafront...
Promenades.
Oh, I thought it said pomegranates.
No.
Dinosaurs still walk here. Holy shit. Oh, wait, it didn't say that. What does it say about dinosaurs? Dinosaur remains and fossils can be seen in areas like Compton Bay. Do you know what's really depressing?
What?
Okay, I guess, I don't know if this is what I heard at least, that when you go to a museum and see like the whole Tyrannosaurus Rex,
they're not actually dinosaur bones. It's manufactured.
Well, most of it is, yeah. So they find, I mean, when you excavate something, last time I went and excavated dinosaur bones, you only find like one big ass bone. I don't know. That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But then they make the other ones. But all the bones should be in the same place, right?
You'd think. You know what? Did I talk about the theory that like this huge asteroid hit the Earth and killed the dinosaurs, but supposedly no asteroid?
It's not a theory.
Is that a theory?
No, let me finish. Will you let me finish my goddamn sentence? So the asteroid killed the dinosaurs, but has no other asteroid hit the Earth since in the millions of years since the dinosaurs were around?
Meteors have hit the Earth.
No, so that. All right,
but have not had the effect that it did with the dinosaurs.
Because listen, the Big Bang. So the scientists
that was an Earth-changing event.
No. Well, so an asteroid does come, but the reason, if you look at the moon and it's got all the craters, that is what Earth looks like if we weren't covered in the water and grass and stuff. When the universe first formed, it was just like rocks bouncing back and forth, boom, 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 and beating each other up. the planets up. So one of those so the asteroids, what I'm trying to say is they'll get fewer and fewer as the millions of years progress, but they're more at first when the universe was created 14 billion years ago. There are more asteroids. So the dinosaurs died, 300 million years ago or some shit like that? So there were more asteroids in the orbits close to Earth. There's more chance of Earth getting hit.
Right, but you're trying to tell me that we haven't, like, there has zero...
Yes, correct. There has not, but there have been very close calls.
Very close. There was one in Russia like 10 years ago. It was fucking huge. And you can just see it, and it burned up right before it hit the ground. It would have demolished the city.
There was I think it was like 1989. It was called like the near miss event. And it was like a very close call.
We
where
just
it was
had
one
a near miss. The penis-shaped freaking asteroid. No, I'm serious.
But yes, to answer your question in short, correct. That was the last major asteroid to hit the Earth.
But that doesn't mean they're out there. They're not out there. I was listening to one of these science shows, and he said, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he said, it's comforting to know that there is as many people looking for asteroids that will, because they fly by the Earth all the time, looking for asteroids that could potentially destroy their entire planet. There's many people, they're about the same amount of people as looking for asteroids as working at a random McDonald's in the evening. So about 5 or 6 people. Because you can't see it, right?
I believe he said that when we saw him live, actually.
You can't see
when he was talking
asteroid.
about the Armageddon movie.
Yeah, you can't see an asteroid because it's not emitting light. The only way you can see something floating towards you is if it disrupts light from another star.
Hey, Sydney.
Hey, Sydney.
Well, okay, so I guess, yeah, all right.
I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to sound smart. I just listen to an ungodly amount of fucking science books all the time. Like, ungodly amount. You would not believe it.
Like, science is your religion.
No, don't say that. My
know.
fucking parents would disown me.
I'm just kidding. I mean, it was making an analogy.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say about the theory. You believe
No, that was
So the
no,
theory
I
is-
didn't say I believed it. It's one that's out there, and they say that like every time an asteroid hits the Earth, like we restart like our consciousness. But that was a TikTok theory. I'm not saying that's a legit.
Are they saying that the asteroids didn't kill? Because we actually
No.
see the asteroid impact. There's one
No,
in
they're not.
Arizona and the Yucatan Peninsula.
They're
is
not
another one.
saying that the asteroids did not hit the Earth and kill the dinosaurs. They're saying like why hasn't there been another asteroid strike in the millions of years since the dinosaurs were killed?
Well, we're due for one. It's a million. People think of the time as in their lifespan, but I mean, the dinosaurs lived 300 million years ago. You know,
the calendar of
in the
Earth,
cosmic calendar.
in the cosmic calendar. I mean, the dinosaurs were roaming in like the November-ish
what
era.
are they trying to
you
say?
know what I mean?
What's the theory that it didn't happen?
That it's
Like
a
some-
conspiracy?
It's a conspiracy
Oh, God.
it's a conspiracy that every time an asteroid hits, it resets the timeline, and that like
Oh my God, I cannot. Oh my God.
Well, it does reset the timeline. Yeah, it kills
Yeah, because it
everything.
kills everyone except for the little. What are those?
Yeah, so that is correct.
bacteria.
I would imagine. I mean, it probably didn't kill everything, but
Those little
depends on how big
amoeba
it is.
pods, whatever.
I
because
don't know.
it shoots that all the it
I mean, you
blankets
could
the-
say that about like ice. Ice ages kill majority of populations.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff like
isn't
that,
it
too.
like isn't there like when we think about the ice age, like everything was frozen and now we're melting, and isn't it due for another ice age in like not immediately, but like isn't it a cycle? Isn't the Earth a cycle? Like so there will be another ice age
Probably.
and it will be like this is just
Yeah,
coming
we're
to
all
the end
gonna
of the
fucking
cycle.
die. Yeah, we're all screwed.
No,
No
that's
matter
not
what.
We're gonna die. You can survive, and I mean, people are surviving in Antarctica and all the Eskimos and shit. You can survive it.
Yeah, the
Ice Age
majority
doesn't
of people
kill
are gonna.
everything.
But
we're
I mean,
gonna-
we're worried about about the Earth melting before we're worried
Correct.
about an ice
But
age.
the Earth is melting technically.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying it's like a cycle.
Yes, that is also true.
So people shouldn't be as concerned as they are.
No. They should
No, they
definitely
should,
be
because
concerned
we are-
because we are accelerating an ice age because of like
Because we don't
the
know.
extreme climates and the current changes in the ocean. all of that, yes, melting the ice caps.
But is that going to happen
Charleston
while we're
will be-
alive?
Yes.
No.
It could definitely happen while we're still alive.
But so there's a tipping point. So
Oh my God.
what? There is a tipping point.
Yes, I agree with you.
But we don't know if we've passed it or how close we are. Or...
Oh, if we haven't passed it, we're close.
But that's the thing. Like, oh, protect the planet. Like, dude,
the planet's doomed.
Yeah, we're fucked.
I mean, enough people don't care about the planet to make a change, which is really sad.
It's screwed.
I don't want to talk about this. This is making me sad.
Jen, you're fine. You're going to heaven. Me and Nicole.
I am not going to heaven. I am not going to heaven.
Why the fuck do you go to church every goddamn week? What's the point?
I
probably should say goddamn. Say fucking shit.
I didn't go to church today. I watched it online. But I mean,
right,
I don't know. Well, I don't think I'm going to heaven. I would be satisfied with purgatory, but as long as I don't go to hell.
All right, the food's gonna be ready in 10 minutes, so just know that when I have to get up.
All right, Jen. Here's your purgatory. Can you describe your new boyfriend?
Oh no! He looks like the statue of David with a skin faced on.
Oh man, that's a beautiful sight.
I don't like that at all.
Sydney, is this your boyfriend?
Sydney says we're all gonna die, which is true.
You know what? That is the one guarantee we all have.
That's fucking depressing, Sydney. Okay, we're trying to. This is a positive show.
John's trying to make it to 2040 so that we don't die.
Murder.
No, 2045.
2045, excuse me.
And honestly, I'm gonna live longer than anyone here at this table because I have been taking a supplement that's going to prolong my life.
Oh, is it a secret military supplement?
No, he's going to start giving it to Stella, though, he said. Make sure she can live long.
This is a paper I printed off about a study that increases the lifespan more than 50% of mice that they give this supplement to. And it's a supplement that bodybuilders take all the time.
Does it help with weight loss?
No, actually, I feel bloated as fuck.
Then I will not be taking it.
I've like gained weight since I've taken it.
But it'll help you live longer.
But they say that, like, I just don't, we don't have time for this. We don't have time to go into this. We need to have like a separate podcast where we just talk about this shit.
It's one just with our tangents.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's get on. Yes, Sydney.
It's her boyfriend. She's confirmed.
No, Sydney's the one that's wearing this mask. You know, this is a mask, right? This isn't.
Is this a human flesh mask?
I don't like this. Can we move on?
This is creepy as fuck.
Tonight we're talking about the Beast of Jersey. This is a beautiful picture. I love this mask. So, can you describe this mask for our audience, Nicole?
It looks like there's a crown on top with rope, fake hair.
That's a wig.
A wig. But it looks like
And-
it's taped onto a statue. Like the eyes.
This might either be the detective of the case did wear it, but for some reason, I don't know why he put it on. But the pictures I'm going to show you, it is on a mannequin. I got my boyfriend to die with.
That's nice.
That's fucking morbid, dude.
No, that's sweet. And at least she has someone. Some people are alone.
She's envisioning like Notebook
Speak
style.
for yourself.
I am. I am speaking for myself.
You better keep it going.
Terribly lonely. Go on.
This is the full suit. So it's a full costume.
Oh no.
Wow.
So describe this. Y'all don't just be like, wow.
I mean, it's like there's a mask and it quite possibly is human skin. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this.
Obviously, you've never wore human skin as a mask.
That is correct.
That is an accurate statement.
Yeah.
100% true.
All right, tonight we're going to the island of Jersey, not New Jersey, but
Jersey.
in the UK.
Jersey.
The UK, the island of Jersey.
No, the island of White.
The island of White and Jersey Shore.
Pauly D.
GTL.
This is a
Gym Tan Laundry.
Yep.
Like I said, this is a very short episode. There's no information besides the book that the guy. So it's a guy that got arrested for wearing this, and when he was arrested, his wife found out that he's been for the last 15 years, has been a rapist, a serial rapist. So this is a
So
serial rapist.
he's a serial rapist who wears this.
Yes.
While
But-
he
goes out.
rapes?
Yes, but
Ugh.
well, there's more to it we're going to get into. But the only book about it, the only real source, and I've scoured newspapers, like the one that I just showed you. There's nothing, man. There's nothing on it. The only real source is the book of the wife or the ex-wife. Once he fucking did this, she wrote a book about it, and I wanted to get it, but that shit is fucking $500. On like Amazon, and it's nowhere else. You can't fucking print it or whatever. It's not on like all those dark sites that I'm always downloading shit from. So it's like, fuck it. You know, it's literally like a whole month of revenue for us.
I'm surprised, like,
Y'all
the
would
amount
hate
of
me
no,
if I spent all the money on this.
we don't have any money this month because John bought a book, and
So-
Jen, it came from your paycheck.
So wait, so this is he would wear this costume. Who do we even know who this person
Yeah,
is?
no, we know who he is. So we're actually.
Oh my God,
And,
look at that
and
spike
is that
bracelet.
human skin?
Jen, very good. Say that again.
That spike bracelet. It's like 90s.
Yeah,
Punk.
like punk rock type of shit.
Yeah.
Those are actually nails.
Ooh.
So
Did he attack his victims with them?
no, but I did see in one report that he wore them in case he was arrested. Because if a cop grabs your arm, he's also got him on his shoulder too. The nails. I'll show you in a second. But if a cop grabs your arm, that shit's going right through his hand, dude.
Yeah.
But those are real nails. Those aren't like punky hot topic. Or what's your mom call it? The circus.
No, the circus is it's
parade.
The parade, which is the people that walked around the mall on Friday nights. That was the parade. And yes, they
Which is
they
like your sister, right?
No. They frequented Hot Topic.
I buy all my clothes at Hot Topic. The one that says "Daddy's little slut" on it.
Stop. I did buy some piercings at Hot Topic, like some earrings at Hot Topic. I want to get another piercing, I think.
All right, so we're actually going to the Jersey. We're actually going to Jersey in the UK, July 10th, 1971. He wasn't wearing this at the time, but he was arrested wearing this. And the reason he was arrested is because the same night there was a body found. Now, he, like I said earlier in the last episode, I believe, he didn't actually murder anyone. He is just a serial rapist. And from what, and everyone believes it too, that he didn't actually kill anyone. But there was someone a body that was found. Sorry, I'm trying to like
No, you're good.
go my notes real quick and find out who it was. 1 second. Who is it? Yeah. So, oh, here it is. Sorry, guys. Trying to get the there was a little girl that was found in the area at the night, a week before he got caught. And that is why, and he didn't know about it, obviously, because he wouldn't be out. He was actually coming back from what he told the officer was a, quote, sex orgy. And this stuff was in his pocket. So all of this stuff was stuffed in his pocket. The car that he was driving was stolen. This was July 10th, 1971. So it was a roadblock. They were trying to find the killer of this random little girl. And I didn't get into her case because this is not the person who killed her. But this guy just so happened to be driving a stolen car, and he fled the roadblock. You know, when they tell you to slow down or whatever. He thought that the whole thing was there for him, and it wasn't. So he fled, he sped away, and then that's when the police chased him, brought him out the car, and that's when they found the mask. That's when he's arrested. That's when they started questioning him. It's like, what are you doing with this mask? Oh, I'm coming from a sex orgy. And then once in questioning, they started to figure out that this guy has been raping numerous children for the past 15 years.
Terrible.
So, yeah. Detective Inspector George Shuttler. Now, he was the main guy that his whole job was to find this man. He said, quote, I had nightmares about him, and I had dreamt about him. He looked exactly like the man. He looked exactly like the man I wanted, or he looked exactly like the man I knew I wanted. It was a tremendous relief to know he had been caught. So like I said, he was driving a stolen car. I saw another report that he looked down beside him and saw a raffia cross from Palm Sunday. I'm not religious, so or I'm not of that religion, so I don't know. And it upset him, so he sped through a red light. But then another conflicting report said that he sped through a police checkpoint. So either one of those. Officers noted that on his jacket that he was wearing, he had nails protruding, which I'm going to show you. Actually, you can see them right there in that photo. Look at the lapel of his jacket there. Do you see on the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see those? Those are the same nails. And on his wrist, he had the armband of nails. So you definitely want to see this photo at talkmore.com. It is Jen's background on her computer. It's creepy, man. It's creepy.
It is creepy.
It's not human flesh at all. It's plastic, but the mask is fucking creepy. It's
Michael Myers-esque.
Yeah, very Michael Myers. And it comes with a wig. It comes with a wig. You could get the wig that goes on top, and the mask is just scary, man. It's fucking scary. It's just so fucking scary. But there's a specific reason that he wore this. Now, this is the guy that was arrested. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah,
looks like a nice family man.
Exactly. Dapper man. This is the guy that every time another rape occurred, he was in the pub like everyone else saying, I'm going to fucking get that guy. Who is this guy? He was the first one to always say that, you know, and he just wanted to revel in it. Now, I mean, you see him here, happy family, child, wife. It looks like he's dapper looking. Like, this isn't the same guy, you know, but apparently it is. This is a closer up the bracelet there. You can see, look at those fucking things. This is on a mannequin. So like I said, you got to see this mask. It's creepy, man.
Yeah.
It's so fucking creepy. And this is the lapel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you want to read this, Naquiz, this is from the Evening Standard, 13th December 1971.
It was stated that Mr. Paisnel wore a jacket with 1-inch nails protruding from it and nailed wristbands when he was arrested by police after a car chase. He is alleged to have said that he was going to an orgy. Detective Constable Barry Simpson said that Mr. Paisnel told him that a mask and wig he carried were used at meetings of a secret society to which he belonged. The society held the orgies.
Yeah, so I probably should have mentioned his name. His name is Edward Paisnel. I believe that's how you say it. Paisnel, I'll tell you a little bit about this guy right now. His wife, Joan, which you saw the picture there of his wife, Joan. Go back to, this is his wife right here. She actually is the one that wrote the only book about this case. This case isn't really well known. It probably wouldn't be known at all if it wasn't for the mask, to be honest. In fact, I had a real hard time finding any newspaper articles about this prior to him being caught. They would hardly ever mention the mask. And the reason that is very simple. Where he was doing this is called the Holiday Island. Tourism is the makeup of the economy here at the island. They didn't want this shit getting out, especially this creep fucking with his mask. Holy shit. So let me talk a little bit about him from what I know. And I wish I could have read the book, but I can't fucking spend that much money. It's crazy. He lived with his wife, Joan. They actually took in orphan children together. So the one photo you saw was an orphan child. He lived with his wife, and the town is actually spooky in itself. Grooville. Grouville. Grooville. Freaking creepy. At night, when they raided his home, this is his home. Pretty nice home.
Yeah.
In the back, behind a secret cellar, he had a whole shrine set up for Satan. And he was black magic worshiping.
Wow.
Quote, but at night, Jekyll became Hyde. It's talking about how good of a dad he was and husband. He would worship at his black magic shrine, then set off to seek his next victim, end quote. That's from the Sydney Morning Herald, 1st December 1971. So the whole span of the rapes lasted for a decade, an entire decade. And do you want to know how he did it? Because it'll fucking creep you the shit out.
Go ahead, tell us.
All right, let me see. All right. Oh, here it is. He claimed that he is the direct ancestor of, and I heard this guy's name before, but I've never done his story. It's one of those, Eldon stories or whatever, olden stories. Baron Gilles de Reyes. He was he lived in a castle. It's one of those old-timey stories, but it was true. This guy, de Reyes, lived in a castle and he murdered over 1,000 children for pleasure. This guy claims he's the direct descendant of him.
So he felt like that gave him like ability and authority to do his crimes.
Exactly. Now, the kids were the ones that they were the victims, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I would do it. He would put the mask on after he drove to a victim's house, park a little bit away, put his getup on, his whole kit and caboodle, the whole thing you see here. He would climb in the window just like a fucking fairy tale. He would take a nylon rope. Literally, he would take it out of his pocket. It was already looped. He would wrap it around the sleeping kid's neck.
Oh, no.
This is how he did it. He would wrap it around the sleeping kid's neck and then pull him, drag him all the way back out the window and back to a secret location where he would rape them. Then he would drag them back like pulling a pig that's, in Scotland, you got the sheep or whatever, and you're pulling it just like that. And the kids would follow because they would think that this was like, in an 8-year-old's mind, fucking crazy. Think about seeing this motherfucker. You wake up at 3 a.m. and that's the first thing you see. And then there's a nylon rope attached around your neck. And he's not saying anything. He's just kind of tugging. And you just follow him. Fucking goddamn nuts. Fucking nuts, man.
I gotta take the thing out of the oven.
Okay. Jen, can you kind of read this little thing here?
Which one? All of it?
Oh, actually, let me tell you. There was the first couple rapes. Now, this happened, I think it was like 20 or so in total. But right when this happened, and this is a very small little island, there was a man, and this is the man here. His name is Alphonse Gastelos. He was cleared immediately, but he's very eccentric, and the townsfolk immediately thought this was the guy. It is a very small island.
Right.
Very small. So they immediately think this is the guy doing it. Now, they can't even really prove, besides the rape test and stuff like that, the guy's wearing a mask or whatever. They're just hearing what their 8-year-old kids are saying. Oh, there's this guy that took me out in a mask. I don't know if I was dreaming or not. Like, it was just, like in a fucking fairy tale. Anyway, the townspeople got together. They thought this guy was doing the crimes. He was actually cleared. He had a complete alibi. He was cleared right after the first two happened. But he was harassed by his direct neighbors and everyone in the town. They threw rocks through his window. They would threaten him. So this guy, he said that he was called the, quote, loneliest man in the world. He goes to a very small, it's like a kilometer and a half. It's a rock and I'll show you a picture of it. It's a private island. It's a half-acre rock, and he lived there for 10 years without any house or without anything. He just picked up and took in his rowboat and moved to this rock. And he lived there, and he almost died plenty of times, but he would not come back to his house, even though he was cleared. Even after this guy was caught, he didn't come back. But anyway, if you want to read this, the one on the left there.
The strange, stocky little character had just survived his 9th winter nightmare as the only inhabitant of the Eckrouse, a rocky crag jutting out of the excuse me. The only inhabitant of Eckerhouse, a rocky crag jutting out of the heaving seas 8 miles from Jersey, almost midway between here and the French coast. He fled there in 1961, scorned, then condemned by frightened, suspicious, and angry Jersey people, he claims. And even though all Jersey now knows that Alphonse is guilty of nothing more than eccentricity, and many would welcome him back to his homeland, he refuses to return. I shall die here in peace, away from the wagging tongues, he says.
Yeah, so Sydney on live chat says, damn, how eccentric do you have to be accused of those crimes? Apparently, they were going to freaking slaughter this guy. And just read the next quote there on the next one, Nicole, if you want, where it says life out here. This is what he says about living on the rock. He would not come back. He was living on a half-acre rock. This is in the fucking and there were winters that went by where he almost died. It was so fucking cold. There's no food out there. He would have to catch fish. Like, this dude just fucking got in a rowboat and said, fuck it. Y'all don't believe me? I'm out of here. And I think he did that because they would fucking slaughter him.
Life out here has been good to me, he says. I had a heart attack about 16 years ago and didn't expect to last another year. But I slowly recovered and now I'm in good health. That's because there are no doctors out here to give me pills that only deceive you and make you think you're recovering. Then there's the fresh air and the peace. Nobody to bother me. No, I have nothing to complain about except perhaps the weather in winter. There are 50-foot waves, howling winds, and freezing temperatures. I almost froze to death that first winter. That was because I hadn't thought of an adequate eating system.
Oh, was that it?
That was a quote.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I mean, what do you think? So this guy basically over a span of a decade would rape little children. He was known as a bluebeard. That's what a bluebeard's called. Oh. I didn't really know that was the actual word. We actually discussed that before, but apparently this is what a bluebeard is called, is someone that does this. So, what do you guys think about this?
Crazy.
So, what do you think, Sydney?
Or Katie.
And Christopher.
Yeah, Arcadia and Chris. I mean, honestly, there's not a lot on this case. It's more the fucking mask, to be honest. And honestly, I want to read the book, but I'm not because it's.
Does anyone want to gift us this book?
No, because I don't even know if, like, there's like one copy on fucking Amazon. Who even knows if that's like even real?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the local bookstore because I definitely
or a library.
Yeah, maybe. But the wife wrote the book, but as far so I use newspapers, and that's about it for what I use. And honestly, a lot of the newspapers weren't even from the UK because those don't exist for some reason. I think they were just trying to cover it up and keep quiet. But so anyway, he pled guilty on charges of children from 9 years old and one married woman. Oh, one 11-year-old girl had scratches on her back. Now that was from the nailed wristbands. He was found guilty of 13 sexual offenses. He received 30 years imprisonment. So obviously he got out. The attorney general, Mr. Peter Krill, said, quote, "A cunning and hideous man who had deliberately gratified his lust for young children as and when he liked. Now, that was from the Evening Standard, 13th December 1971. They were talking about in the paper that 400 years ago, he would have been put to death for the rape, because 400 years ago in this area, rape was a death sentence.
Ow.
So, I mean, guys, there's, besides the mask and shit, you ain't going to find any more information on this. I mean, what do you guys want to know? Maybe I can...
Crazy.
But
Thank you,
Yeah.
Malachi, once again.
Yeah.
hmm
The guy the one that went to the island, Alfonso, is actually really interesting. They said he was serving a life sentence in solitary confinement on his own will. He lacked any fresh food, meat, fruit, veggies, very harsh winters. He said as soon as he was accused, he came back home. His home was ransacked. The one his family's been there for generations. Home was ransacked. He would get spit on, rocks thrown at him and through his window. So he just got on a rowboat and left. And honestly, look at the dude. He doesn't look freaking happier, right?
No.
He's on his rock. There's like nobody. It's like a fucking rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy. I mean, that's like the ocean behind him.
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, to survive out there, man. Anyway, honestly, guys, this nothing more on that case, man. I can give you. I want to, but
Wow.
I'll put all my sources on talkmurder.com. It's basically I use like 6 or 7 newspapers to do that story. But besides the mask, which you definitely want to see, that's the Beast of Jersey, Edward Paisnel. Maybe one day I'll get the book.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you guys are staying on live chat, Nicole's going to do a quick story for us. She's going to do the Sugar Babe, Goodnight Sugar Babe case, and I guess we'll get started on that one. But for this episode, for the podcast listeners, but for this episode, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sitting here with Jen and Nicole. My name is John. This is Talk Murder Me Podcast. Until next time, good night, you lovely, lovely people. All right, you want to just hop into the next one? Or what?
Do you want to eat first?
What time is it?
5:39.
5:30.
What do y'all want to do?
The food's ready if you want to eat it.
Do y'all mind if we take a 10-minute break? And, if you guys are here, that's great. Not, we understand. Hungry. The next story is the Goodnight Sugar Babe. Crazy story. But anyway, I know there's a delay, so let's go get something to eat, I guess.
Well, it's ready.
Okie dokie.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 10 minutes. We'll do another post and everything because I can't figure out how to pause this thing, but